Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to do a quick video going over the Nip Lite drop. This knife is dropping Thursday, August 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on our website on bladebinge.com or bladebingeshop.com, I think. Links down below. whitemountainKnives.com and traditionalpocketknives.com. Let me grab a drink and we shall go over these. Okay, so again, dropping 8:15 at 1 p.m. Eastern. I may post this the day before or the morning of, so I'm not sure yet, depending on when my other videos kind of are scheduled to come out. And this knife will retail at $99. Now, there is going to be a discount code on all the websites. Essentially, you can use LeftyEDC on any of these websites to get 10% off. So if you want to make it simple on yourself, you could do that. Although I do recommend that maybe you use another affiliate or YouTube channel's code if you want. You know, I won't be taking commission, obviously, from the Divo website, the Traditional Pocket Knives website, White Mountain Knives. I don't even have commission with them. And Blade Binge, I think I do, so I don't know if it'll be set up or not. So if you wanted to support somebody's channel, it might be better to use somebody else's. Totally up to you. If one of you is watching who has a channel and a code, feel free to leave it down in the comments. But anyway, it'll be $99 and you can use a 10% code if you wish. There will be a $5 shipping charge on our website. I'm not positive on these. I think Austin at Traditional Pocket Knives has a free shipping at $100, so you might have shipping here since the coupon would knock it down. So maybe if you grab something small to get you over $100, you get free shipping. White Mountain Knives, I believe, does not charge shipping, and I'm not sure about Blade Binge, so just want to put that out there as well. We will have hardware kits available for these. They will include the pivot collars and the backspacer, and that's it. We have purple, we have blue, we have black, and we have zircuti. We only have like a few zircutis. I think that's it. Is it blue, black, purple, and zircuti? Let me just grab them. I don't want to be wrong. We did not order a ton of these. We just got like 10 of each. So there'll probably be like 8 of each up on the site when the drop happens. These will be available on our website only. So we have purple. Here's the zircuti. I'll tell you exactly how many I have left right now. I have 1. I have 2. I have 3. I have 4 and I have 5. So basically we have 5 sets of the zircuti to sell. This is the first time we're using zircuti, so we were kind of just testing the waters. I did ask Kubi if we could order like 10 zircuti sets for the original nips, because there were a couple of people that asked me. That would include the milled clip that one came with. So if we do get those, I'll let you guys know and post something about it. And some of our future knives will also have zircuti hardware that we're testing. So it's, you know, going forward, you're probably going to see it more often because we do like it. And their pricing's good on it. It's pretty good stuff as well. So that's the zircuti. Anyway, so purple, zircuti, blue. There's blue. Looks like it's a little darker than sometimes they do it. And then black. So if you're after a hardware set, I recommend you jump on our website and order that right away. Because, like I said, we probably have like 8 or 9 of purple, blue, black, and then the 5 in zircuti. So those will be $25 for the titanium kits. And then there'll be $50 for the Zircuti collars and backspacer. So we try to keep the kits as affordable as we can, of course. So that's the kits. Let's talk about the knives, right? Well, we'll go over the exclusives first because we absolutely appreciate our dealers so much. They are amazing to work with. These 3 dealers in particular have been just awesome to work with as of late and just make our lives easy. We just have real conversations, you know, phone calls, texts, Instagram chats, and we bullshit, we talk business, we knock things out, and we get shit done. And it's just so easy. You know, they don't ask me for SKU numbers and UPC codes and all this weird shit that some dealers ask for that I don't, you know, I get it. If you're selling products retail, you should have some of that stuff. And I have internal, you know, codes that we have for these, but I like the small, friendly nature of relationship that we have with these dealers. And I would also include Urban Cutlery in that as well. Jesse at Urban Cutlery has been great. And I believe we will start doing exclusives with them as well. So you'll probably, in the future, you'll start seeing a 4th dealer on the table. And we'll probably keep it around there just because, you know, if you get too many, then it, you know, it just gets a little tricky. But anyway, let's talk about them. So this is the Blade Binge exclusive. Big shout out to Eric and his team at Blade Binge. They are great people. They have a great website. Please, I implore you to check it out. There's a link down below. You can use the code LeftyTEN to get 10% off on their shop. And they went for their dark mode version, which is really cool. And if you check out their Instagram or possibly even the listing, they have a sticker specifically for their drop of the dark mode nip Lite, and it looks like a beer can. It's awesome. I'm hoping I can get a couple sent to me, but basically it looks like a beer can. It says nip Lite on it, kind of, you know, like Miller Lite or whatever. Very cool. So if you order the Blade Binge exclusive nip Lite, you will get that sticker with it as well. You will also get what every nip Lite will come with. So no matter where you order it from, you will get these next items, okay? And then the dealers have their own swag and stuff that they can put in. Like I said, Blade Binge has that sticker. So each knife will come with a Divo knives cloth. And pardon me, I've been using this one. These are the cloths I use the most for disassembly and cleaning and stuff. But basically, it's a big old microfiber. I'm pretty sure it's 12 by 12. So we chose to do these bigger ones because they're actually usable. I really don't like the little ones that come with most knives, like this one. This is what Kubi puts in the box for us from the warehouse or for production. And, you know, obviously we're going to leave it in there for you guys. But this type of cloth, and this honestly is bigger than you usually see. Usually it's like a thin little cloth that can't even absorb anything. But that's why we decided it would be cool to have a branded cloth that was big and usable. And people tell me all the time they love the cloth. So we include one with every purchase. So here's the box. You'll get the knife in. It'll be marked with the handle material. You'll get the cloth. It'll either be red, white, or blue. I believe, yeah, I don't know what we sent to the dealers, but the ones direct through us, they're either going to be white or red, because those are just the boxes I brought up. And then you'll get a Divo sticker. So this is the new Divo knife sticker. It's got the 80s colors on it. We did a patch in this design. I really liked it, so I thought it'd be a cool sticker. So you'll get that. And then you'll get the Nip Lite sticker from us. And we made it a little bigger this time. The Nip one was really small. and we just thought it'd be cool to make them bigger. And of course, it's the nip Lite. And then, like I said, with the dealers, you might get, you know, a Blade Binge sticker. You'll get their cool nip Lite sticker. You might get White Mountain stuff. You might get, you'll definitely get traditional pocket knife swag. They always send a lot of cool stuff. So anyway, this one is black aluminum. So it's hard anodized aluminum. And the coating is very good. I've tested the new coating system or whatever it is from Kubi, and it's really good. We had a knife, the Growler V2, that we did from them in aluminum, and it was blue. And the coating was just thin, and it didn't hold up very well. So when we did these, we asked them specifically for a better hard anodizing, and they found a new shop to do it. And the prototypes we got were in this hard anodizing, and they were flawless. I mean, really, really good coatings. It is still aluminum, obviously, so, you know, you can chip it and stuff like that, but it does hold up pretty well, or very well, I would say. And then you have teal accents on the backspacer and the pivot collars from Blade Binge. These are all in 154 cm steel. And they are vacuum heat treated and then cryogenically treated afterwards. And the HRC range is, I believe, 59 to 61. I got a punch from Kubi. They sent me a picture of the punch on a nip Lite blade, and it came in right at 60 HRC. So my experience has been really good with their 154 cm. So that is the Blade Binge exclusive. This is the WhiteMountainKnives.com exclusive. And just so you know, each knife comes with this little plastic guy underneath the clip. You should see that going forward from us in general on all of our Kubi made knives. Just makes it a lot nicer because the coating, even though it's very durable, if you have a strong wire clip poking at it, those little points will leave marks. And if you're left-handed, when you flip the clip, you'll just see those little dots, and it can be annoying. So we wanted to make sure the lefties didn't have that issue. So this one is a belt satin, and they are all hollow ground. Just like the original nip, super slicey, super thin, excellent fifth pocket cutter. One of my favorite, but I am biased, of course. Satin accent, blue hard anodizing. Just a very classic, beautiful finish on this one. And yeah, that one's awesome. So that's White Mountain Knives. Now, I will say this is possibly my favorite version of the knife. Austin over at Traditional Pocket Knives came to us when we asked him if he wanted in on this, and he said, "Can you do Ultim?" And I said, "I'll find out." It hadn't crossed my mind because, honestly, I don't like Ultim. So I reached out to Kubi and I said, "Can you do Ultim?" And they said, "Yes." And then Austin said, "Can they do smooth Ultim like the Piss Penguin I did?" And what he's talking about is the QSP Penguin that he did. I believe it was a button lock. And it was in smooth Ultim, which looks just like this. It's smooth, polished, see-through, beautiful, honestly. And I asked Kubi, I sent them a picture of that penguin, and they said, "Yeah, we can do that." And I was skeptical. But they said they could do it, so I told Austin they could do it, and we moved forward, and wow, what a great call that was. So Austin made a great choice here, and yeah, this one came out amazing. So you have these Ultim scales. If you want something a little different than the others, we have two options. So these are all aluminum. This one's G10 and this one's Ultim. The Ultim is obviously smooth Ultim, so it is polished. It is a little smoother than the others, but the milling gives it some grip, and it's not like slick. It's just smooth Ultim. It's hard to explain. It's super comfortable in the hand, and the one thing that I really like about it, well, there's actually there's two. One is that you can see through, obviously, and you get a really good look at the milling pockets here. And you can see the stop pin move, which is really cool. So if you watch the stop pin right here, it'll travel down, click into place, and then you can watch it travel out and seat. It's just very cool to watch different parts of the knife. You can see the detent hole here, or ball, and then you can see the detent hole traveling around and locking up. It's very unique. It has great action. They did a great job overall on all of these. We were really pleased with them. The other reason I really love this Ultim is it just has this extra rounded nature to it. Like, because it's polished, it's smooth, they basically rounded every edge, chamfered every edge so perfectly. If you look at it compared to like aluminum, it just seems to have a little extra chamfering. And it could just be the way the Ultim looks, but to me, you almost feel it too. So anyway, this one was like the biggest surprise to me because I really don't like Ultim. But I love this knife. So this one is the traditional pocketknives.com version of the knife. And definitely one of my favorite versions. I actually like all of the exclusives a lot. So, you know. Now, these are the versions that we will have direct through our website at divoknives.com. This is my other favorite version. This is the gray aluminum with black wash blade, and then it has purple accents. And it's just a combination of stuff that I really would have never thought to combine. And we still aren't sure how we came up with it. I think we were just kind of spitballing ideas. And I think I wanted the gray aluminum. And then Colin thought it would be cool with a black wash blade instead of like a satin. Like I always want satin. And then we kind of just came up with purple for accents. And we were like, screw it. Let's just see how that prototype comes out. Well, guess what? It came out amazing, and we loved it. So we ordered that version, and here it is. It's a little hard to tell on camera. Some people have told me it looks like it has a little bit of a green tinge to it. I guess it might. To me, it looks gray in person. And sometimes in pictures and stuff, it can almost have a blue hint to it. I would say it's pretty much just gray. It looks fantastic with the purple and then the black. The black wash is beautiful, and the action is phenomenal. Yeah, I really like this version. So we have this version. We have a beautiful purple hard anodized aluminum. I really like this because we've done a lot of purple knives, but the purple anodizing that we usually get looks like this, right? Or do I have my Stout V2? No, that one's blue. But you know what it usually looks like. Well, this is a little different because it's hard anodizing on aluminum. You know, it's just a different purple, and I love it. It's just a beautiful color. Stands out really well. It has satin accents and a belt satin 154 cm blade steel. So this one's super sexy to me. I think this one and the blue one are kind of like, you know, pick your poison. Which color do you like better? A lot of dudes are going to love blue, and a lot of dudes are going to love purple. Maybe some ladies out there would be into the purple. I don't know. I know my daughter would love it. But I do. I love it. And then the last one is what we're kind of calling the user finish. We wanted to do this one just to have an option for the people who just don't like aluminum. And that we chose this before we realized that Austin was going to do Ultim. We thought it was going to be our alternative to aluminum. So we have two alternatives to aluminum, basically. But this is G10. It feels great. And honestly, this one's fantastic too. They really are all awesome. It's definitely going to be based on your preference, of course, but I love this one. We only ordered 50 of these, so we ordered 100 of all the other ones. Just so you guys know the quantities here. There's 600 total knives. So I'm sorry, I lied. 600 total knives, 100 each of these three. So the dealers each have 100. So if you like one of the versions from the dealers, I would recommend jumping on it when you can. I have no idea how they'll sell. People seem excited about it, but you never know. So just saying, there's only 100 of those. And then we ordered 50 in the G10 just because we wanted to have a version for the people who wanted a user, more of a user. Everything's a user for me, but not for everybody. For people who just wanted a more, simple, I guess. I don't know if that's a good way to look, basic kind of version. But we wanted to have that option. But we only ordered 50. And then we ordered, 125 of each of these. So we do have a little bit more of these. Our plan with the Nip Lite is to have it be our sort of always in stock knife, if that makes sense. So we tried to order a quantity where hopefully we have some on the shelf for people who find our brand, who want to check us out, or who are looking for a nice EDC knife just to have in the pocket and to cut open packages and do that kind of stuff. I mean, that's what I use it for. I carry a nip more than any other one of our knives. It's just such an easy knife to pocket. So if they sell really well, we'll order more pretty much right away. That basically the plan is to always have Nip Lights in stock. We'll see how that goes, but that's the idea with this knife. It's kind of our flagship, if that makes sense. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. But this is the G10 version, and it's beautiful, man. That G10 came out great. We did a black titanium backspacer and hardware, and then a stonewash collar to match the stonewash blade. So for a user type finish, you would probably opt for one of these three because they have the stonewashed blades. Black wash, these are PVD, then stonewashed. This one's just stonewashed. But the most user finish would be the G10 because it's, going to take more of a beating, I guess, than the aluminum coating would. If you want a fancy one, I would say your options would be the purple with belt satin, the blue with belt satin, and the Ultim with belt satin. Right? And if you're after a unique version of the knife, then I would say the gray aluminum with purple accents and black wash, or the Ultim with belt satin would be your options. If you're looking for a murdered out chaw, the blade binge version would be your guy, because you could get the blacked out kit from us, and then you could swap the collars and backspacer to black, and you would be able to have a fully blacked out Nip Lite. So that is, of course, an option. Yeah, I really love these. The action's great. I mean, they fire out. They drop down and they shake real nice. They flick really good. I can usually, when I'm not on camera, I can thumb flick them. Usually I can thumb flick them really good. I don't know. That's what she said, but yeah. The detents are on point. I mean, we QC'd all the knives. Well, the dealers QC'd theirs. I asked them how they wanted to do it. They said they wanted to QC them. and we QC'd these 3. And I had friends over the last weekend, and we were here for a few hours, and we QC checked all of them. It was like 300, and we didn't have a single one that we had to set aside. So Kubi is really dialing it in on the nips. They've always been excellent with QC, but the more that you make a model with them, the better they get. It's really incredible. But anyway, the detents are great. I mean, I would say they vary from strong to medium strong. I haven't felt any that were light at all. You know, as you can see, they all fire really well with the flipper tab. With the hole, they flick really well. I will say it is an adjustment when you flick it. Regardless of the detent, there's a tendency to fail it at first because you are not used to a small knife like this. You can kind of like do this move, but that's not the detent. Your finger's like holding the blade up, but you learn to flick it, trust me, and then it's amazing. I absolutely, oh man, I love flicking this knife. Almost more than any other knife, I think. It's just so fun because it's so small. But yet it's not like so small that it's like difficult. I've had knives that are micro that it's just hard to operate them. This isn't that way. At least not for me. You know, it is an adjustment, but it's super easy. I mean, the flipper tab just grabs your fingers. It's got great leverage. So it just fires out of there. It's just a really fun knife, you know. You can fidget away with it all day. And then you have a choil to choke up on. So you can get basically a full 4-finger grip with my large glove size hand. And you can get some slicing done, and you can definitely get some utility cutting done, which is what this knife really shines at. So, all right, there you go, guys. That is the nip Lite drop information. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section. Again, I will link everything down below so you know where each version is. And again, the hardware kits are on our website, divoknives.com. We will have these 3 versions available on our website. Blade Binge will have this version. White Mountain Knives will have this version. And traditional pocket knives will have this version. It is Thursday, August 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern. They are dropping across the board, okay? That's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all the support. Colin and I really appreciate it. It means the world to us. As I've said before, we do not take it for granted. All the feedback you guys give us, we try to implement it as best we can. We're not going to be able to do everything that everybody asks, but we really do try. We saw that you guys really, really liked the nip when we did that one. And we really thought that a more affordable version that we could try to keep in stock would be a good idea, to have a knife that we can point to when people say, hey, do you have a knife for me to buy? Because we've been very lucky that you guys have bought our knives quickly. And we've sold out of a lot of stuff pretty fast. And people will contact us, be like, hey, I've heard of your brand. I really want to try one of your knives, but nothing's in stock, right? That's starting to change because we're bringing out so many models and we're re-releasing models. So part of that is we want to have inventory available. We don't want to sell everything out instantly. As awesome as it is, you know, especially on a first release, it makes sense because we don't really know what the market is for that knife, right? Like the Lush that we dropped, we re-released last week. We didn't know the market for it. So we ordered 300 and you guys bought them all up instantly. So we reordered and we got 500 this time. We dropped those last week and there's still a few available. The drop went extremely well. Again, thank you all. But there are some available, so that's what we're trying to do here to make sure people can actually get our stuff. Check this one out, by the way. I switched over the Flow Party to this black version because somebody had a, believe it or not, one person had a glow show side that didn't, it had like a little mark in it or something. I can't remember. So I sent him my show side glow from my sample. And then another guy had a lock side of glow that only had like glow on half of it or something. So I sent him my lock side. And I just sent a label and everything so they could send me theirs back. And I'll just, you know, I'll put the scales on here. But I thought it'd be cool to put the Flow Party on here just to see what it would look like. I might try the gold as well, just to get a feel for it. But if you guys are interested in the Lush, we have it's this build with this scale. So Flow Party Camo Carbon on bead blasted tie and satin blade S90V. And these are $199 at traditionalpocketknives.com. We don't have this version right here with Flow Party on the blacked out one. I just want to point that out. And then we have Purple Haze available still. And there's still a few, I believe, of the gold dark matter, this version right here. So if you like this knife, but maybe you want something bigger, this is the Divo Knives Lush, and also a very cool knife, and it is available as I record this. So that's it. I love you guys. Thank you very much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.